I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Giants had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Singletary going to get the handoff. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 1, Jones. That's caught. Allen Robinson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Singletary again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Burrow on play action. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd down and 3. Burrow will throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Play action. It's Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Nice hands displayed there by the former Penn State standout. And he's certainly hoping to get back on track now that he's playing in a Bengals offense that better suits his skill set.
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense and running back Devin Singletary headed back onto the field. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after you just gave up the score.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And Singletary has found a new home with the Giants after successful stints in Buffalo and Houston. He's coming off of 3 consecutive seasons where he produced over 1,000 yards from scrimmage, and New York is hoping that trend continues.
And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go play action with Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Singletary here running out of the gun, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
touchdown grab.
And the Giants are once again back in front.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
That's taken in by Higgins.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Caught outright by Renfro.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. Open man is Higgins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That is caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Burrow. And Jones has it over the middle. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Burrow on play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now Burrow, able to find Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Second and 6.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Moss will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Burrow will throw, and he fends him off.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. It's Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now it's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Again, it's Burrow.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown!
T. Higgins
From 8 yards out.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
They go right back to Singletary. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
Throwing Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
They'll bring Renfrow in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Touchdown, Giants!
Jalen Hyatt, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team a more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, 131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Jones now operating from the gun. He has Hyatt over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A fun, close ball game comes to an end.